Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Dead Developer Studios. Today, this is it's going to sound a bit awkward, but this is my first ever dev vlog, in which I will be showing you a video game I'm currently in the works of making. This is called Sanctuary. It doesn't look like much at the moment because this is like my 1 week vlog, so I've basically kind of I've been trying to learn how to do sort of cell shading, and I've been looking into lots of different things, terrains and grasses and bushes, trees, all the kind of vegetation, stones, things like that. I have pulled some assets off the store, not all of them. A lot of them I've made myself, and like the water, this is me, I learned this in a tutorial. There are some things I've got to sort out, like the reflection. It's not the best, it's actually reflecting the wrong way, which sounds weird. It's kind of reflecting, it's kind of mirroring it when actually it should be kind of upside down. So yeah, it's very bizarre, but that's something that needs to be sorted out at some point. But as you can see, we're in the very, very early stages of development. I will talk a little bit about this area. So this is the beginning area of the game. This is called Sanctuary. Probably the name of the game is going to be the same as well. As you can see, I've started to kind of put in some sort of ideas for the game, kind of developing little areas all around. So up here, the next time you see this, there should hopefully be like a waterfall kind of coming down. The plan is at the back there to have a huge tree, and there'll be like lots of little kind of sort of like huts and things like that for the NPCs and things like that you can kind of run around, explore, and talk to. The area is a little bit big for my liking, if I'm honest. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that or not, but potentially you might see the shape of Sanctuary change as time goes on, as I start adding in these little features. You've got this little runway down here. This kind of leads into the second area of Sanctuary, where there'll be again more kind of buildings and people, well, not people, but creatures running around. So the idea of Sanctuary is it is a safe place for all kinds of animals. You see over here, oh sorry, you kind of see this little area over here. That is going to be kind of your exit out of Sanctuary. So there's no real other way out of Sanctuary other than the river or here. And as you can see, we've kind of got this huge forest coming on the top. It needs to be added at the back there. But again, it's all very, very early development, first week in, so bear with me. Things will change quite drastically. I mean, the placement of the trees is done with the foliage system, so again, I might delete stuff out and as I add areas in. This is the newest area, so again, it's very flat at the moment. It's very boring. I will be adding kind of extra level. The words left my mind. Extra levels of ground into here, like all the different levels. So you know, you've got different places you can explore, run up, and things like that. Again, more buildings and things like that. I've already mentioned that, but yeah, so Sanctuary is a safe haven for all animals. Okay, the beginning of the game, you will be playing a young child running around Sanctuary. It's obviously been, it's apparently he's been there for some time. He doesn't speak proper English, but he can speak to the animals because he's obviously grown up with them. So he kind of understands them and things like that. So there'll be lots of animals to actually talk to, and lots of things to explore and do. There'll be all the training, like the tutorial stuff, will all be done here as well within Sanctuary. I'm not planning on staying here. It's not going to be a huge game, but definitely you will be spending a good portion of time here in the early game, just learning and things to explore. There'll be collectibles, things like that within Sanctuary for you to get. The idea is that there will be lots of kind of sort of mini quests and things to do. So just to help you get kind of accustomed to the game, and kind of learn its lore. The game itself is kind of like in a way, a post-apocalyptic kind of game, in the sense that there's not really any humans left around at the moment. The world was taken over, so like nature's kind of taken over again, and it is actually kind of like a danger to everybody. The animals are well aware of that as well, hence why they are in this kind of basin, I suppose, of an area. And there's only one exit out, which is the forest, which is going to be the danger of the game. And as you can see above, all of the kind of forest is taken over, and they are completely surrounded by it. So they you know, if they wanted to leave, they take that risk by their own, on their own backs, kind of thing. So it's that kind of style of game. But any kind of questions, any kind of information you want to know, let me know, please. It would be very, very helpful. Oh, there you go, grass did load in. But this is kind of, to put into perspective, this is how big the characters is at the moment. This is like a full adult character, the skeleton is. And this is how big the world is compared to that character. I have upped his running and his jumping so that he can get around a little bit faster. But as I said, I may just scale it down, but I don't know. This kind of we're in the early stage, so things are definitely going to change. Sanctuary will not look like this at the end of my my next 2 or 3 weeks. This is going to be completely ripped apart and re-put together, I'm sure, multiple times as I put in buildings and things like that. So what's next for the development of Sanctuary? So my aim now is, now I've got most of my vegetation down and I'm kind of happy with that. The next plan is to start getting down buildings. I'm going to do the waterfall. The waterfall is probably going to be my next project for this game, just to kind of finish off that water effect. Then it's going to be adding in kind of some self-shaded buildings, structures, things like that, and also going to be adding in lots of kind of like ruining effects, because we want Sanctuary to look like it's been set up within an area that has been destroyed, or, you know, it's been kind of, it's seen battle, it's seen war, kind of thing. I will be writing up a lot of backstory for how we got to this point in our universe, mostly to give you kind of the short run. I don't want to ruin anything from the game itself, but obviously the idea is that the world, Earth, this is Earth, this is, you know, this is set in, you know, our realm, if you want to put it in a weird way. But yeah, so the idea is that humans were constantly at war, things were getting destroyed, things like that, to the point where this kind of otherworld entity was born through nature, and its sole purpose is essentially to kill all the humans that are remaining and return the Earth to the way it was before. And it's not opposed to killing anything that gets in its way, any animals, any humans, anything like that. It is literally a destructive machine. It will manipulate where it can. It will attack when it can. It can strategize, so it can learn from its mistakes and learn about the things the player and the other animals and anything else in the game does as well. Well, that's the entity. So you won't always be in danger when you're in the forest, but it is definitely wise to have your wits about you, because you just don't know. The idea is that you just don't know what to expect or what's coming next. So that's the plan for the entity, and that's a kind of little bit of a rundown of the backstory for what this game was and will become. Yeah, so please, if you have watched this and you've watched it all the way through, let me know what you think of Sanctuary so far. Is it too big? Would you like to see more detail, or is there anything you'd like to see added to Sanctuary or taken away from Sanctuary? What do you think of the idea of the game? Do you think anything could be tweaked, changed from the idea? Just let me know in the comments. I would love to hear as much feedback as possible. But thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next devlog. Take care. Bye.